Have you ever wondered why some people seem to manage life's challenges better than others? It's not necessarily about the amount of money in their bank account, the degrees on their wall, or even their physical strength. It boils down to something far more intrinsic, something that dwells within the realms of our minds and hearts. This element is known as emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, often abbreviated as EI, is the capacity to be aware of, control, and express one's emotions, and to handle interpersonal relationships judiciously and empathetically. It's about recognizing our own emotional state and the emotional states of others. It's about navigating through the labyrinth of our emotions in a way that allows us to handle life's ups and downs with grace and composure. Imagine emotional intelligence as the rudder of a ship guiding us through the tumultuous waves of life. It helps us to keep our balance when we are hit by the unpredictable storms of stress, conflict, and hardship. It's the ability to understand, use, and manage our own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. It's like having an internal compass, guiding us on how to act or react, what to say and when to say it. It's knowing when to stand your ground and when to be flexible. It's understanding that emotions are not our enemies, but rather, they are messengers that carry important information. Emotional intelligence is not just about being smart with our feelings, it's about being wise in our interactions with others. It's the capacity to put ourselves in someone else's shoes, to understand their perspective, and to treat everyone with the respect and empathy they deserve. Emotional intelligence shapes our interactions and relationships. It molds our decisions and reactions. It's the unseen force that plays a huge role in our happiness and success. In other words, emotional intelligence is the key to both personal and professional success. Tune in for the next scene where we'll delve into the components of emotional intelligence. So what makes up emotional intelligence? Well, it's not a singular trait or skill, but rather a composite of several components. Psychologist Daniel Goleman proposed that emotional intelligence is composed of 5 key components: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Let's unpack these components a bit. First off, self-awareness. This is the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions. It's like having a mirror to your feelings. You're able to identify what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, and how it's affecting your thoughts and behaviors. A strong sense of self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. Next up, self-regulation. This is the ability to manage your emotions. It's not about suppressing or ignoring what you feel, but rather controlling how and when you express these emotions. It's the difference between reacting impulsively and responding thoughtfully. The third component is motivation. This isn't about external rewards or recognition, but an inner drive to achieve and improve. It's a passion for work that goes beyond money or status. It's about having the resilience to keep going, even when the going gets tough. Then we have empathy. This is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's an essential skill for building strong, healthy relationships. It's about seeing the world through someone else's eyes and responding with kindness and understanding. Finally, social skills. This is about being able to navigate social situations with ease. It involves effective communication, conflict management, and the ability to build and maintain healthy relationships. It's the glue that holds all the other components together. All these components work together to give us a full understanding of emotional intelligence. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, with each piece playing a crucial role. When they all fit together, we can better understand and manage our emotions and effectively interact with others. These components are not innate talents, but rather they are skills that everyone can develop. So remember, emotional intelligence isn't something you're born with or without. It's a skill that you can cultivate and improve over time. But why should we care about emotional intelligence, you might ask? Allow me to explain. Emotional intelligence, often referred to as EQ, is the ability to identify, use, understand, and manage your own emotions in positive ways to relieve stress, communicate effectively, empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. It's like a secret ingredient that impacts various aspects of our day-to-day lives. Let's start with the workplace. In the corporate world, emotional intelligence is a significant predictor of job performance, often more so than technical skills or IQ. It's the difference between a good leader who can inspire and motivate their team and a boss who merely delegates tasks. Those with high emotional intelligence are better at navigating office politics, leading team projects, and dealing with challenging situations. They're also more adaptable, resilient, and able to handle criticism constructively. But the benefits of emotional intelligence don't stop at the office door. It plays a crucial role in our personal relationships too. People with high emotional intelligence are more empathetic, able to understand and respond to the feelings of others, making them better partners, parents, and friends. They can manage conflict, understand differing perspectives, and build deeper, more meaningful connections. Emotional intelligence is also integral to our personal well-being. It allows us to understand and manage our emotions, helping us to reduce stress, bounce back from adversity, and live a more balanced life. It's like having an internal compass that helps us navigate through the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience. Moreover, emotional intelligence can even affect our physical health. Studies have shown that people who can manage their emotions effectively are less likely to succumb to stress-related illnesses and enjoy better overall health. So, to answer the question, why should we care about emotional intelligence? Well, it's simple. Emotional intelligence is not just a nice-to-have skill, it's a crucial part of our lives. It affects our work, our relationships, our well-being, and even our physical health. So emotional intelligence affects almost every area of our lives. Now comes the most important question: how can we improve our emotional intelligence? Let's start with the first component, self-awareness. This involves understanding our own emotions, strengths, weaknesses, and triggers. One practical way to improve self-awareness is keeping a journal. It's a space where you can express your thoughts, feelings, and reactions, helping you identify patterns and better understand your emotional responses. Next, we have managing emotions, which isn't about suppressing them, but rather expressing them in a healthy way. One tip here is to practice mindfulness. This involves being fully present in the moment and accepting it without judgment. When you're mindful, you're better equipped to regulate your emotions rather than letting them control you. Let's move on to motivation, a key ingredient in emotional intelligence. To stay motivated, it's essential to set clear and realistic goals for ourselves. This doesn't just mean long-term goals, but also setting daily or weekly targets that can keep us motivated and provide a sense of accomplishment. Fourthly, we have empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Developing empathy can involve active listening and being open to different perspectives. This doesn't mean agreeing with everyone, but rather understanding where they're coming from. Lastly, improving social skills is about effective communication and building strong relationships. One way to improve these skills is by practicing active listening, where you not only hear the words someone is saying, but also understand their intent and emotions. To wrap it all up, cultivating emotional intelligence involves practical steps and consistent effort. It's about understanding and managing our own emotions, staying motivated, developing empathy, and improving our social skills. It's not something that can be achieved overnight, but with time, patience, and practice, the benefits can be immense. Remember, improving emotional intelligence is a journey, not a destination. So start the journey today.